Hey there, Wargamers! Josh and Luka here from MiniWarGaming.com, bringing you some Age of Sigmar action at 2,000 points. It's going to be some of the new Nighthaunt content going up against the Demons of Nurgle from the Maggotkin book. And in the MiniWarGaming vault, we've got 2,000 points of Nighthaunt against Clan Scryer Skaven. It's going to be Luka leading the Nighthaunt and Josh playing the Skaven. You can check this game out by clicking the link down below and getting yourself a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming vault.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
We're going to take a peek at the Nighthaunt forces first. This is 1,960 points. Ghosts! And I'm using one of the new Nighthaunt processions, Reichennor's Condemned, for this game from the new Bellacore book. That gives, Nighthaunt some extra free rules they didn't quite have before. I think I prefer this one over the Emerald Host for the more flexible build in your army. You could technically bring anything you want in the Emerald Host, but I think this one's a little bit more. I guess it depends on if you like Hexrays more, if you like Chain Rassport more. A couple of rules to note: with the Condemned, you get Unrelenting Taskmasters. You get to reroll failed hit rolls for Chain Rassports and Glavery Stalkers if they're wholly within 15 inches of any Spirit Torments or Chain Ghasts. In a weird way to explain that, it's just the Chain Ghasts have a table-wide range of another link in the chain in a roundabout way. It just gives them a lot more flexibility. You don't have to be as tight with the Nighthaunt in that build. In addition, each time a Chain Rassport or Glavery Stalker is affected by the Spectral Lure spell, or Translocation, but I don't have that, you can return D6 slain models to that unit, in addition to the D6 you get from the actual spell itself. But I'm bringing a battalion that also does that. So one of the Chain Rassport, whoever gets hit by Spectral Lure gets 3 D6 models back, as opposed to the regular D6. Another nice thing about the list is if Reichenor the Grim Hailer is included in it, he is treated as the general in addition to the model that is chosen as the general, which is great for Nighthaunt because that gives them 2 generals, which obviously gives you bigger auras or bigger ranges on some of the not natural but neutral command abilities, the general ones everyone has access to, as well as the allegiance ability to bring units to your general. You have 2 different generals you can drag units towards to support them for command points. You get a command ability and an artifact of power. The command ability is Death Comes Swiftly. You can pick a unit of Chain Rassport or Glavery Stalkers and increase their move by 6 for a command point. That won't be used all the time, but that can be nifty when needed. A nice little back pocket ability. And the artifact of power is the Corpse Candle. It is gifted by Reichenor the Grim Hailer to whichever character you want it to go to. You have to take that, which is nice. But the unique thing about this procession is you don't have to take a command trait. You just have to take the artifact of power. So I'm a big fan of that. Now, Reichenor obviously will be one of the generals. The chosen general will be this Knight of Shrouds, so they're kind of co-leading this force here. He is going to have the Ruler of the Spirit Host as his command trait. He's going to also take the Corpse Candle. So like I said, Reichenor the Grim Hailer, he is no kobold. He says you take Candle, and he can use that once per game to give himself +1 to hit in the combat phase, or +1 to hit and wound if he chooses to take the mortal wound himself. Though, I don't know if I'll be doing that too much. We have a Spirit Torment right beside him. He is going to have, because I am running multiple battalions, he is going to have the Pendant of the Fell Wind, artifact of power from the Nighthaunt book. And I guess that's it for him. This is all the general stuff I added that aren't part of the battalions. We have Glavery Stalkers, just because the procession works well with them, and I've not brought them in a while, and I finally got a drummer in, and they're kind of hard to run without the drummer. I figured and I had the points for a unit of 8, so I brought a unit of 8 of them. We have 2 Chain Ghast units. These guys are going to be great in this build because they don't have to be near the Spirit Torment to provide rerolling all hit rolls. They just have to be anywhere on the table supporting things. So they're cheaper Chain Ghast Spirit Torments in a way. Well, obviously without the healing capability. But the Bladegeist Revenants and now the Chain Rassport and the Glavery Stalkers just reroll hit rolls if they're near these guys, no matter how close they are to the Spirit Torment. And I am a big fan of that. Again, I like the flexibility, not having to clump up, just be anywhere you want on the table. And then of course this is one of my 3 battle line choices, a unit of 10 Hexrays. They're going to be following around the general, probably striking from the underworld. One of the first battalions we have is I believe it's the Chain Ghast Horde or the Chain Defenders. It's the Guardian of Souls here, and the 2 units of 20 Chain Rassport is the battalion. And what they get is when they're hit by Spectral Lure, they get an additional D6 models. So on top of the procession and on top of actual Spectral Lure, it is 3d6 models back in the unit. He is going to know Shade Mist as a spell. He's going to also have the Midnight Tome as an artifact of power. Again, going with the same relics because they're good. And I wonder if I forgot the Pen of the Fell when last game I played them. I think I did. But they're good in addition to I'm playing new stuff, so I don't have to remember too much. Now, that is it for that. The last battalion we're running, or the second battalion we're running, is a Shroud Guard. So it's Reikenor the Grimhailer and 2 units of Bladegeist Revenants. The Bladegeist Revenants get their Deathless Spirits enhanced to a 5-up instead of a 6-up when they're near Reikenor the Grimhailer. They act as his personal bodyguard, in a way. And then, like I said, they're also gonna have some synergy in this list because they have a similar rule as the Chain Raspoor do. As long as they're near the Chain Gas or Spirit Torment, they just reroll all hit rolls instead of the usual 1. So they're pretty good. They hit on 3s, lots of attacks. I think I can rely on them. And that is it. That is almost 2,000 points at Nighthaunt.
All right, folks. You voted. You said you wanted to see some more Maggotkin. So here we go. So I will admit I didn't factor in taking time to practice with the list before playing it. So you guys are going to see me playing this for the first time. I think I got a sense of how it's supposed to work. Luka did help me make this list, aka he made the list for me.
And guys, I'll also clarify, I hate Demons and Nurgle, and I have no interest in playing them, so I had no idea what I was doing.
I know, I was talking to Luka about this the other day, and he said, Josh, are you sure you want to do that? You want to unleash the ultimate power? I, Luka, have avoided playing them because they are so good. And I said, you know what, I will do that. The people want it.
I looked at the battalions, I thought, what would I play? If I had to play these guys, this is a pretty basic battalion, it's easy to build, you don't have to worry about too much. This is the Taliban of Nurgle.
So yeah, any joking, all joking aside with all this, I'd love for some of the veteran folks out there to send me some lists of, hey, this is good to learn and it's solid. I'm not yet looking for the, hey, here's a wacky list. I need to figure out the foundations of these guys first. So anyways, on the list, like Luka said, it is a Taliban of Nurgle. Leading the list, we got a Great Unclean One. He will be a general. The general. Command trait is One Last Gift, and his artifact is the Wither Stave. His spell is Sumptuous Pestilence. I also have a Poxbringer Herald of Nurgle, who's going to have Glorious Afflictions and the Muck Talon. And then Sloppity Bilepiper and Spoilpox Scrivener, the other 2 Heralds of Nurgle.
These guys got updated in the tech list books. We get to see what they can do at least.
Hypothetically, if we use them properly, we can see what they can do.
Oh, they're pretty basic. You just pick it up.
Yeah, it's all pretty straightforward. This is a pretty big departure from the stuff I would normally be playing.
Right.
So, I'm not gonna lie, guys, this might be a little rough.
Yeah.
If you're expecting a very tight, well-played game. But I don't know. Feel free to leave comments, but don't be surprised. You know what you're getting into.
Hey, at least I get to freely try out the new Nighthaunt rules without worrying about too much.
Battle line, I've got 2 units of 10 Plague Bearers, 1 unit of 30. Ho-ho.
Ooh.
Hey, pretty simple. For my units, I have got 3 individual Beasts of Nurgle, and then a unit of 3 Plague Drones.
Do you guys think it's better to do a unit of 3 Beasts of Nurgle or 3 units of 1? We don't know. I don't know. You could boost them up. Like if you had there's like one named character that makes them a little bit better, so that would probably make sense to have 3 of them. But
yeah, we only have these right now. The collection is kind of limited in what I can do.
We do have.
They're old and small.
We have 2 more of the big ones though as well.
Yeah, but I mean like.
They're also 100.
I've got like 18 of them.
You know what's wild? You know how many points those are each?
Yeah, they're expensive.
They're like crazy expensive. 120 points for what they do seems a little suspicious. Not gonna lie, guys. And the whole theme of the list is just stand on objectives, don't die, and do like...
I'm here to roll saves, not attacks.
Yeah, you do mediocre damage. But who knows, maybe with the new updates to the unique heralds there, they do seem to have more attacks, more armor penetration or rending, but that won't matter against the Nighthaunt, but they'll at least have more attacks if they want to.
Yeah, or it could just be more defensive.
Or you could go even more defensive, exactly.
Less.
Yeah, die less. Today, Josh and I play Battle for the Past out of General's Handbook 2020. This is an old school battle plan, though slightly changed in certain ways. The territories are 1/3 of the table each, and then there's another third that's no man's land. Now there's 4 objectives, 1 in each player territory, and then 2 evenly spaced out in no man's land. It's 5 battle rounds. Whoever has the most points at the end of all 5 battle rounds will win the game. We're 24 inches apart, and the victory points will be scored as follows. If you control the objective in your own territory, you're going to score a victory point. If you control either of the objectives in no man's land, those are worth 2 points each. And if you can wrestle control of your opponent's objective, then you're going to go ahead and get yourself 4 points a turn. Here we are, set up for our spooky battle for the pass. We got like I made a little pass. I don't know, I just kind of threw something together that I thought made sense. We got some green leaf terrain. This is actually all green leaf terrain on the table itself. It's just, you know, carved foam and Halloween stuff, and I can't remember the name of the material that you use to mold stuff out of. It escapes my mind, but it's all green leaf terrain. And the mat itself is urban mat if you're looking for a nice little deserty plateau dry area. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and roll off to pick sides and start deploying. But I want to remind the Vault members, if you're a Silver Vault member or if you're thinking to upgrading to a Silver Vault member, there are a lot of discounts to terrain and models on the website. And you can check that out by going to the Vault section on the website, or going to the link down below in the description, or you just go to miniwargaming.com/silver discount. That'll redirect you to where you need to be. And here we all deployed. I won the roll-off. I let Josh pick sides and start deploying first because he had the one-drop list, so he's going to beat me no matter what. At any pacing of deployment. Now here is what I have. On my back objective, I have Glaviary Stalkers protecting it. On my left flank, I got my Spirit Torment and my Chain Rasp Horde with my Chain Ghast. Bladegeist Revenants around Reikenor. One of the units is, and the other one's in the Underworld. We have the Guardian of Souls right behind them. And then more Chain Ghast and Chain Rasp Horde over here. And in the Underworld, like I said, I got 10 Bladegeist Revenants, 10 Hexrays, and my General, the Knight of Shrouds. Across from me, we have Beasts of Nurgle, 10 Plague Bearers, Great Unclean One, the 30 Plague Bearers with the characters all around them, or within them. More Beasts of Nurgle, Plague Drones, the 10-man Plague Bearer unit in the back.
And then the last beast is on the flank there. One thing I will make note of is that for the big humongous there, I realized that the Wither Stave kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense in combination with the command trait, so it's going to be Nexus instead.
All right. Oh, I forgot to say spells on Reikenor. He's got Soul Cage, if anyone was curious. So Shade Mist on the Guardian, Soul Cage on Reikenor. And that is pretty much it for deployment. Josh finishes deploying first, so he gets to, well, there's a tree over there. Josh placed a tree over there before we figured things out. He gets near that objective. And you have all the power here, my man. Who's going first here?
I think I'm going to have you go first.
Night on turn 1? Okay. In my hero phase, I'm going to go ahead and cast some spells and gain a command point. I have 2 because of the battalion and a third one because it's now my turn. Reikenor's spells are both offensive, so he won't be casting anything, though the Guardian of Souls has got double defensive spells. So we're going to go ahead with Shade Mist at first, and we are going to get that with an 8. That will be -1 to wound something, and he's deployed out of deny range, so we're going to put that on the Bladegeist Revenants for now. They'll be -1 to wound. We're going to cast Mystic Shield and put that on the same target, the Bladegeist Revenants. So they're going to reroll save rolls of 1. They'll have a 5-up Deathless Spirits near Reikenor, and they get -1 to wound. So they're going to be in a pretty defensive build for now. That should be it for my hero phase. We're going to go on to movement. The Pendant of the Fell Wind is going to go ahead and trigger over there, so we'll get extra movement. We're going to start with moving over here. We are going to go ahead and advance everything, or run everything, and we're going to try and get onto these objectives and see where that takes us. Voila, everything has run forward. Moved forward to get 13 models on this objective there. Ran the Chain Ghast forward, ran Reikenor and the Bladegeist Revenants forward. Not as far as they could go, but just to that position. Kept the Guardian of Souls back there. Well, that's as far as he could have gone. The Glaviary Stalkers moved forward a little bit, but they are retaining, well, they will start to control this objective. And then rush forward over here and just ran on the tree because I want the objective, so I'm just going to have to suffer the tree's effect anyways. And I'll take some maybe mortal wounds next turn, or on my turn, or the turn after that, or the turn after that. And that's pretty much it for my turn. I'm not coming in from the Underworld. Just going to hold things back, and I'll score my points. I got 5. I got both the No Man's objectives and, well, the one in the back for 1 whole point. Alright, so beginning of the hero phase for Nurgle, get a command point. You gain 4 corruption points, and then you do a mortal wound to me on a 4-up.
Let's see. Kill a ghost! Get him tree! No, he didn't.
No tree. If anyone's unfamiliar with how Maggotkin work and you want to know, it's corruption points is you get 3 per player territory you have models in, but you get +1 if the opponent doesn't have any models in that territory as well. And then the tree, if it doesn't have anything nearby, it gives you an additional D3, or it does mortal wounds. It's one of the two. In this case, it's going to be dealing mortal wounds.
Starting off a little bit of casting, we're going to try to put a Glorious Affliction over onto it's Blade Geist, right?
Yeah, those are Blade Geist. What does Glorious Affliction do here?
Well, if I get my casting value of 5,
Huh.
I do. I pick an enemy within 21 of the caster invisible. Your move characteristic and any run or charge rolls are halved, rounding up until the next hero phase, until my next hero phase. Units that can normally fly cannot do so.
All right. So they go down to movement 4, and their running and charging is halved.
Gonna just try to put Mystic Shield on. Oh, what's the most obnoxious? I'm gonna try to put it on him.
Sure. Yeah, he's
Self.
a pretty thick boy. You got it with an 11. You keep it.
And everything else is out of range, so I'm gonna go over to movement, where I'm basically gonna just try to run everything.
Yeah, and they all get bonus movement too, because we're on the. I don't know if we said we're on the Cycle of Corruption +2 move, the first one.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 for that. So everybody within the bell gets +3 movement.
Yeah, I think.
+2 because of the Cycle of Corruption.
Right.
So I don't know. These guys are gonna go 9 plus D6.
Let's go.
I'm gonna spend a command point and change that to a 6.
All right, they're gonna go even faster up the
Because
table.
I think that might get me barely within 7 of the tree.
All right.
I think.
This is where they end up. We got the one guy near the tree there, and that's all they need to declare a charge. Ooh. And then
Just running everything else will show you where it ends up. That's the one cool thing I tried to do. All right, man. I think that's it.
All right, everything moved. We had the Great Unclean One commit to this flank over here, and then a lot of Plague Bears just kind of bunched up in the middle, keeping them protecting the backline objective, and then the drones all advanced behind that Beast of Nurgle. And they're ready to, I don't know, we're ready to shoot. But everything ran, so we're ready to charge, I guess.
Yeah, I think there's very little that didn't run, and I don't think any of it shoots.
Right, yeah. So pretty much everything near that tree it ran. I think the drones shoot, and I don't know if the Great Unclean One.
The Great Unclean One does have Noxious Bile.
All right. What's the, what are we looking at for that range?
It's
Probably
7.
That's probably 7.
D6 attacks.
Ooh.
5. Look at him go!
Look at him
You
go.
can kill a maximum of 5 models. These are looking for 3s to hit. Yeah.
Nice. 3 hits.
2s to wound.
All right. Well, I only got 2 days in my hand. I fail 2 of them. I'll fail 3 of them, and I am wholly within 12 of him. So that is going to be 3 die. So we'll go. And.
Okay, charges, Mr. Fat Man.
Big guy first.
Oh!
7 should be in. We knew he was in range to fire, and I didn't move that one guy that was closer to him. So he should be able to crash right into that. I think he does impact hits.
We're going to find out together. 4 up.
Hooah!
No.
No, all right.
No D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. Were you going to charge this guy next?
Yeah, I might as well send him in. That's going to be a kind of high dice roll.
5 will not do it. Unless you want to reroll.
No.
Fair.
We'll send in this beast for... No. These guys are more important.
All right. Them charge again.
Plague Bearer, charge!
Well, that's a 9. And that's because they're near the tree, by the way, folks. They can run and charge while near tree. Huzzah! They
Many
move.
smelly fat men.
Wow, look at all the potential power coming in against those chain Rasport. Keep back a little. Sure, keep back a little bit further. What else is... Oh, stuff over here is probably charging.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna fix that so there is a little gap to get in there.
All right.
That beast.
Oh, that big old beast in there going in there. Let's go.
Come on, Mr. Beastie.
All right, 6.
No,
Going
I
down
don't
4.
think it.
We're going down 2 at
I
least,
don't
sorry.
think... Nope.
All right, well, I guess you can try with the drones if you roll higher.
Yeah, I gotta have to spike that pretty high for that to work, but that 6 is not very high.
All right, well, they're near the tree, if anyone was curious. Okay, well, is that it for charges?
I think that is.
Start of the combat phase, would you like to pop any command abilities for like rerolling hit rolls of 1?
Command abilities? I'm not gonna start with that. I'm gonna start with my sloppity bile piper. I need to play you
yeah.
a song.
Long time. That's that guy back here.
Yeah, never mind. It's wholly within 14. I wasn't able to get them up far enough for that to really matter much anyways.
That's about as far as they could have gone.
Yeah.
They could boost these guys up here, but I mean, it's only the combat phase, so it won't really matter.
Let's see what that, yeah. Wasn't gonna work, but that's A-okay.
And then
Live
it's...
and learn.
Live
and learn.
I think I'll just all-out defense over here with this hero.
Okay.
Just so they can reroll save rolls of 1. I'll go down to 2 command points. You know what? Scrap that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save the command point. It's not worth.
Well, let's see the mighty power of the big fat guy.
The big great unclean one.
Plague Flail, starting off, hitting on 3s.
Okay, we got 1 miss.
Ooh, hits is the positive way to say that.
All right.
2 winning hits.
2 winning hits. Oh no, a 1. If I had rerolled it. Okay, good. So far those go. How much damage are those?
2 damage apiece.
So that's 4 damage so far. What's next?
I'm gonna hit you with the bell.
Oh, boing! And
Hit on 4s.
Oh wow, what a glorious monster! I love monsters that hit on 4s.
So good. Wounding on 3s.
Okay.
It would have been 1 damage if it got through.
Is that it for his attacks, or does he have like
He's
a?
got some Nurglings. He's got
yes.
3 attacks, 5s and 5s.
Heck yeah, we got
I
a hit.
got a hit. No.
Okay, so I got 4 Deathless Spirit saves, and I will ignore 1 of those, and 3 of my spirits are gonna go down. We'll lose those 3. Yes. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go with those Chain Rassport over there. Ending there, keeping in range of important characters and spells. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them attacking for a total of 19 attacks because we have the Dread Warden there. All right, here's all their attacks. Now the Plague Bears are stinky, so they're -1 to hit in melee at that unit size. And I get to reroll failed hit rolls. So I hit on 5s, rerolling 1s, 2s, and 3s, not the 4s. Because for some reason, they went back with the old failed result. And this is new from the book, the Bellicor book. And rerolling, getting 1 more hit. These wound on 4s, yes, wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s because of my unit size. I got 5 wounding hits. No rend to that attack. Heck, even if I had a rend, they'd reduce it by 1.
Show me a 5 up.
Alright, well, they made 1. You got Disgust and Resilience, though.
Show me 5 up.
I kill 4. Hallelujah. Pulling 4 from the very unimportant back here. And that's my attack.
Huzzah!
The big old chain of Plague Bears moves ever forward, slowly piling in, and we have...
I got 6 attacking.
Alright, heck yeah.
I actually should have rerolled save rolls of 1.
There was 1 there.
Oh, I went back, it didn't matter.
All right, and then we have the 6 attacks, 7 attacks because the Plague Ridden's out front, I believe. And we'll get some big old damage in here. These 2 very well-known damaging armies scrapping each other over there on that objective.
Show me 4s to hit.
Ooh, excellent start, my man. That's a Plague Bear in a nutshell.
3s to wound.
Yeah. And that's a failed save. That's 1 damage. Deathless Spirits. I don't ignore it. I take 1. All right, let's lose. I don't ignore the objective. We'll lose this guy. He's inconsequential. I get to go next. I think the only fight I have are these Chain Rassport over here. So let's get on in here and let's start beating up big fat guy. We don't like big fat guy. Trying to figure out the best way to do this, I guess. Oh, then this guy was over there. I decided to bring him back because I was pulling them outside of the Holy within 12 of the Guardian of Souls. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The same amount of attacks into the Great Unclean One. No -1 to hit big guys, so forced to hit re-rolling failed hit rolls because we got the chain gas right there. And again, they don't have to be a part of another link in the chain because of the condemned. And those are going to be mortal wounds to me because of the either the command trait or the relic gas.
That's the command trait because I got rid of the relic that would have made you reroll because I was dumb and I needed to take this command trait. So it's 1 last gift.
Interesting. Well, I'm not a huge fan of that. That's 4 mortal wounds to me. And then these are wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. We're going to hopefully this do more damage to you than you do to me. And we're 3s because we're near the Guardian of Souls. So there's only 10 wounding hits here.
Okay, these are 4s to save, rerolling 1s.
For the shield, there's 3 potential rerolls. Shield helps once. All right. Do you have, I think you have like a 5 up to ignore damage, but a 6 is a mortal wound back to me? Or is that 40k? Yep. Is that exactly it?
You are exactly correct.
Cool. So you take 2 damage, and I have 3 mortal wounds to allocate to me. I have Deathless Spirits. I ignore 1 of them. I take 2, and you take 2. Look at that. I'm going to lose, I think, you and you. There's 4 there after the reroll, so I lose 1 more spirit. Well, well, well. That's obviously a fight I don't want to partake in. That should be it for combat.
I think you have Battle Shock test.
It's Battle Shock time. So at the beginning of the Battle Shock phase, he is going to return D3 models to that Chain Rassport unit. I only missed the 1, so we get the 1 back. And then starting with your Battle Shocks. No one runs because their bravery currently down to 9, but +2 they're at 11, and they lost what, 4 guys?
4.
Yeah. We're going to turn this guy back over here, scrapping. Just get another model on the objective. We're going to inspire them so they don't run away. We lost 8, but I'm curious to roll. Nah, would have been fine. Oh well. And that there is the end of the turn. Now we have to see who has control of that objective over there, because I still retain control of this one.
I think you.
So that will be mine because I have most of my models on it with the wee little 25mm bases. That will be 1 point for the Demons and Nurgle at the end of the first battle round. And we are going to go ahead and roll off now to see who gets to choose to go first in the next one. I will roll a 4. I do win ties if that comes up.
Okay, it came up.
Well, I will definitely pick to go next because I got some healing I would like to try and perform, assuming the spell goes off. All right, it is spell o'clock. We are going to have Reikenor, the...
It's a very complex name.
He's the Grim Hailer, but I'm trying to... Do I want a Soul Cage or Wraithstorm? I don't think I need to Soul Cage, so I guess we're just going to try to cast Wraithstorm. And we are going to... Ooh, I might blow out one of his candles. I just can't remember the range of it. It is 12-inch range, so I pick a model within 12 inches, and if it's an enemy model, I get +1 of my casting. If it's one of my... Or if it's himself or one of my own, I think it's just himself, I add 3. I'm not going to bother adding 3. I'm going to deal 1 mortal wound to the Plague Bearers. You get your Disgusting Resilience, though.
How dare you?
Are they resilient? I can't see.
Yeah,
yes, it's because of the Disgusting Resilience. They didn't actually suffer the wound. I don't get the +1 to cast. Boo. We also have to, we'll show off for the cycle. It's going to tick up 1, and I think the tree has to resolve before I do anything else. It is at the start of the hero phase on a 4-up.
Nope.
No, tree proceeds to do nothing. Okay, well, I'm going to continue doing what I was doing, I suppose. Reikenor will go ahead and try and cast Wraithstorm, but I believe it's a 7 cast. We got it with a 7, so what this does is it deals D3 mortal wounds to a unit, which will be the Plague Bearers in this case, and if I kill any models, it's a further D3 mortal wounds.
I'm just going to try to stop with the big fella.
You have 3 on binds, right?
I should have 2 out of him and then 1 from the Herald in the back.
If he has 2, I only have 3 casts, so you might as well, yeah. He does unbind 2, so that's fine.
Right. Where's your other caster?
It's right beside him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter because he should be. We'll say it's coming from him back here.
Absolutely. He needs to roll an 8. You do. All right. No Wraithstorm. We're then going to go ahead and cast. Well, it doesn't really matter the order I do this in because you can unbind them all or attempt to. I'm going to go with Spectral Lure on these guys. Dang. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. That's fine. It's not like I didn't plan on fighting with them this turn anyways. We're going to go ahead and do Shade Mist next. Oh, dang. Double 1. Failed that one too. No magic for death. That's not good, by the way. Not getting my magics off. We are then going to go on to movement, I think. All right, for movement, the Pendant of the Fell Wind will go off, so everything nearby Buddy with the locks will get a couple, 3 more inches of movement. We are going to fall these out of combat because we didn't get Spectral Lure off, so we're going to run and retreat them. 6 extra inches. They're not going to go too far back, just staying outside of the 3 inches of the grid on clean one. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. I figured out where the objective was, moved him, put him back where he was. There's 4 of the Chain Rasp Horde in range of the objective. These 2 aren't quite in range. In fact, if they're not going to be in range, they're actually just going to go way over here. They might as well. There's no point in lingering like that. I pushed him forward a little bit. There we go. And then I think we're just going to keep these guys hanging out. Maybe they'll go back down a little bit. I'm not too sure. Or maybe they'll go flying way up. Ooh, nah. Yeah, they're going to bring it down here. In fact, it might be safer to bring them over here. Because the Blade Geist Revenants are going to move. And is it safer there? No, it's not safer there. Sorry, I'm having a hard time deciding where I want them to go. Or they're going to run and just go over here or something. Nothing too crazy for them. And then we're going to have the Guardian of Souls just move a little bit more in that direction just to keep them within 12. You can go as far back as that. Now, the Blade Geist Revenants are quite slow. They're reduced down to 4 because of the nasty Nurgle affliction on them. We're going to move them forward, and we're actually going to move those chain gas as well. And we're going to have Reikenor move to about there. Let's have him hang out over here. I think we're going to continue having these guys scrap in combat over here because they do have a good amount of attacks, and they can help out. And then from the underworld they come. The Knight of Shrouds, his Hex Raids, and the Blade Geist Revenants to threaten the backline objective. We're just going to fight in the middle and try our best to push for that, but we know we got to make some pretty tough charges. So we are going to go on to the charge phase, which we're at right now. I'm going to start charging with the Blade Geist Revenants. Now their charge roll is halved, but we're looking. We would love to get a 10+ though. And naturally we're going to roll a 6, which becomes a 3, which is good enough to get in. I needed at least a 6, but I wanted a 10+. And so I guess we'll go in. Not making it super far in. The Chain Gas is going to attempt to charge in because that's a big horde in front of them. They typically want to fight hordes. They got a 6 as well. They're not hindered, so they'll go in. No Wave of Terror, though. We're going to end up over there. And then we're going to charge some of the boys in the back here. The Hex Rays will declare a charge. We obviously want a 9+ to make in, but we really want a 10. That's a 7. Is that worth a command point? It's typically worth the command point for the potential Wave of Terror, so why not? Hey, Wave of Terror and an 11-inch charge. Beautiful. Charging that, leaving an opening just in case he's lucky enough to make it in, so you just charge right over them. I only have 4 of them attacking though with the Wave of Terror. I could have done that a lot better just to get that 5th guy, and I kind of just willy-nilly moved them, so it'd be 5 guys swinging. 11 attacks from the riders and their scythes. 4s hit. 6s are Frightful Touch, so we have 1 miss. Oh, sorry, 1 more wound. 4 misses. These are 3s to wound, and you ignore the Rend because of your little trait, the Munificent Wanderer. So it's just 1 mortal wound and 5 5-up saves.
5 5-ups, rerolling 1s.
Oh, very nice. And then discussing resilience if you want to throw her now.
Yep.
This is a mortal wound. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow. And then the horsies.
Not the horses.
4s to hit with them. We have a couple of hits, and no wounds with them. Okay, so they don't do anything with the Wave of Terror, but they get in combat. And never stop charging. Knight of Shrouds, declare a charge. Oh, he fails. It's okay. I don't really need him in. The Blade Geist Revenants will try. They fail as well. We just wanted the 1 guys to go in for now. I believe that's it. So start a combat phase stuff. I gotta do mine first. I'll let you do yours first. I'll say you do yours first. Ooh, if you have any.
Wasn't even ready, bro.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna start with the Spoilpox Scrivener. He isn't wholly within range of either of these units right now, but if I lose enough here, I will be.
Okay.
So he is going to tell them to keep a tally. It's recorded stamina. I'm gonna add 1 to the save rolls.
Okay.
For attacks that target them. And then I'm going to play you a little tune over there, but I'm not sure which one yet.
All right.
Scratch that. I thought it was when the ability went to go kick off. I got to be wholly within 14 when I go to pick it, so I can't do that. Boo, I messed up. As far as playing you a song, though, I play the song Early One Evening, My Pustule Was Seeping.
Nice. I was reading these earlier. I thought they were pretty funny. That's from the Scrivener, or so the Bile
The
Piper.
Bile Piper. So 6s to hit for them. Unmodified 6s to hit to mortal wounds.
Is it in addition or instead of?
In addition.
Nice. All right. So I get the first fight. Where would I like to fight first? Probably, I don't know if it's going to do too much of a difference, but I kind of want to fight. There's 26 of them left right now, I think, so it's going to have to kill quite a bit of them. The first fight could actually be pretty important to be back here. Plague Bearers, eh? I'll go with the Blade Geist Revenants, try and carve up some Plague Bearers. Pile them in, 2 of them are not swinging, so it's going to be 8 of them attacking for 24 attacks. 24 of their attacks on 4s, and I get to reroll 1s and 2s because they also have the same clause as failed hit rolls. I believe that is still the case in the game, at least. That the 3s count as hits before the modifiers apply, and then the rerolls and all that good stuff. The reroll! And these are, again, 4-ups. And these all wound on 2s because we're near the Guardian of Souls. No 1s to reroll there. And these are all at Rend 1, but they ignore the Rend, so it's 10 saves. I should say they don't ignore the Rend, they reduce the Rend by 1.
5s. Reroll 1s.
Yes, there is a hero there. Alright, so they save 4 of them, and then these are disgusting resilient rolls.
Looking for 5s.
Yeah, very nice. That's only 1 dead. That's all this game is gonna be, folks. Just neither of us really doing too much damage to each other. My hope is just to get more points. We got a guy, and that's my attack.
Let's go over here and get to the stabbing.
Stab, stab.
My pustule is weeping for you, Luka.
So we have 9 guys swinging because 2 weren't in range, and the Plague Ridden's one of the extra attacks.
For the beards?
Absolutely, yeah. We need
Nothing
the
but
6s.
homeboy.
What 6s? Look at that. Nice.
Dang it!
Beautiful. Plague Bears. Oh, Plague Bears. And 3s to wound. Very good. 4-up. Oh, I fail actually all 3 of them. And there are a few of them that aren't wholly within 12, so that's just 1.5 dead. That's gonna be, it's these 2, and that guy there that's not wholly within. So we're gonna lose you because you're not actually gonna get to attack. And then for wounding, let's have, I guess no one else is gonna be attacking, so you could take the wound for now, I guess. But you're on the objective. No, it's not gonna matter. He's not gonna die. Nothing else is gonna attack him. So yeah, I guess you can take the wound. Well, they've all fought back there, so we're gonna go with the. I'm gonna see what these guys. They could probably do honestly more damage than. Oh, they're only gonna get 4 attacks each though. Maybe the Chain Rasport can do more. You know what? I think the Chain Rasp can do more. Yeah. And after piling in, we're just able to get like 1 more guy on there. Some of the ghosts are gonna like take that spot there though. That's pretty much all I'll do. So 10 attacks or 10 guys fighting for 21 attacks. 21 attacks, hitting on 5s, but rerolling 1s, 2s, and 3s. And the reroll! Need 5s. Ooh, only 1 more. Plague Bearers! And wounding on 4s. Rolling 1s because of our unit size. We've got 4 wounding hits. Still probably more than the chain gas we're going to do. 5s. Rolling 1s. Reroll the 1. And disgusting resilience. Oh, 1 dice. Got him. 1 more.
Nope. This is my only fight.
All right, this is Josh's.
Let's fight everyone.
All right, you're gonna have to pile these guys in, split all their attacks up, and figure where everything's gonna go.
Well, I think everything's like as piled in as it's gonna get. Let's be honest.
Resolve 9 attacks against the Bladegeist Revenants.
Yeah. Give them the 4s.
4s. All right, we got some 4s, and by some I mean 3. And these are 2s to wound because of the Cycle of Corruption.
Yes.
All Nurgle units for this whole battle round get +1 wound, and we're looking for 4-ups, and we fail the 1, and we lose a Revenant.
I punched a ghost to death!
Lose this outline guy. I don't know if you can even see it. I'm pulling 2, but there's only 1 dead. How'd they get stuck? These guys always get stuck.
Like 6 attacks into the other unit of ghosts.
Hey!
Ah!
4s. We got 3 hits, and these are 2s to wound. Alright. These are the Chain Rasp Fort, so they got 5-up save. They make 1 of them, and then we have Deathless Spirits. Oh, 2 die. 2 die, and then there's 1 attack in the Chain Gast.
Take that, fiend!
And that. And a 4. Hey, we're good. That's my attack. I'll go with the Chain Gas. They get 1 attack for every model within 2 inches, and there's only the 4 models in range of both of them, so maybe that one. Nah, just 4. Yeah, so 8 attacks in total. You know, I just realized they have a shooting attack. Not that it matters too much. I could have shot, but not too concerned with it. 4s to hit, re-rolling 1s, because we're near the Spirit Torment. And these are probably, don't roll 2s. Okay, I don't have to worry about it. They might have been 2s, but it's 3s to wound. And those are all at Ren 1, but again, reduced to 0, so 4 saving throws. 5 up, we're rolling any 1s? No 1s?
Oh, no.
Oh, 3 fails.
Tragic.
2 die. Hey, that's enough to start healing some of my guys in the Battle Shock phase. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. I know we've been 5s to hit. Let me go look. You know, we're just going to go ahead and redo the wounding there. There's actually only 2 hits. And there was 2 wounds there, and then just 2 5-up saves. Haha. So make 1 fail 1 and resilience. So you just get to pull 1 back. Still enough for the Spirit Torment's healing capabilities, though. That's all that matters.
You're back over here.
Back way over there. All right, and then Josh should be done attacking with things, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack with these Hex Rays back here. So I pile them in so they're tethered this way, except for that 1 guy with 1 wound who's still awkwardly protruding out. We're going to go ahead and attack. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them swinging now. These are the scythes on 4s. 6s are mortal wounds. That's 4 mortal wounds. Not bad. That's a good start. I'll take that. And then 4s hit. They got the spooky touch. 3s to wound, and you don't care about the rend, so 3 saves. You know what? Let me do my horses, because they're all the same. And 4s to hit with them. No frightful touch on horsey hooves, though it would be cool if there were. And nothing. All right, so just 3 saves. Reroll the 1. There's a hero.
No.
All right, so there's going to be a total of 6 disgusting resilient rolls.
6.
Let's beat them up. Let's beat up these.
You ready for him?
Absolutely.
Bam!
Oh, that's 5 dead. And it kind of averages out from the Wave of Terror saves, so I should have only really killed about... Is that the Plague Ridden?
Yeah, no, I was actually trying to pull to make room for him, but...
Do you need the Plague Ridden? Is he critical?
Coherency.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really feel like losing that banner.
Yeah, the banner's pretty critical here. So there's 5 Plague Bearers left, and that's it. I'm done attacking.
I don't think there's any.
He's still able to pile in. He's still getting closer to that Hex right there, and then able to get engaged in combat over there and do some swings with the sword.
Giving you the sword. He's going to hit on 3s.
All right.
Yeah.
He gets +1 wound.
It's 2s now.
2 wounds. 4-ups. Make both.
Baboo.
Ooh, ghost. For the Battle Shock phase, I have to heal stuff. I could heal... I'm going to bring back that Bladegeist Revenant. So he's going to choose that unit of Bladegeist Revenants within 6 and heal D3 of them. Only 1 comes back, and that's that 1 Bladegeist. Don't want to lose models. I'm going to have you... I guess we'll have you go over here. Ooh, dang it, I hate these models, and the train doesn't help either. That's all I got. I don't have any actual Battle Shocks to do, so by all means... They can't fail, but on a 1... Oh, there you go, very big. D6 of them come back, 4 of them, very big. That's very big. So that's just gonna keep this battle going for a little while longer. Very good. And then same as, well, we have to roll for these guys back here. They lost 5.
Roll them a 1.
No, that's actually a 10. The 1 runs away. Because I reduce your bravery by 1.
You do. I'm just thinking if there's,
Bloop. All right, well, that is it for Battle Shock scoring. I believe even if 5, 6, 7, 8, even if this model's within 6 of that, which I don't think it is, this is my objective now.
Yeah.
Because I got 9 models on it, or potentially 7. And I also hold the other 2 as well. So I get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 victory points. So you're going to get 3 corruption points because you have models in this territory. None in my territory yet.
Oh, we'll be getting there.
We'll get there. And the tree might do mortal wounds to me on a 4-up. Yay, we got a mortal wound. 6 I ignore. I do not. Blink. Then Josh also gets the command points. Up to 2 now.
Yeah, so I get some healing going on. The Grid and Clean one's basically back up to full for being in the battalion, and I think he heals D3 base.
Yes.
So there's his 2.
Back up he goes.
And let's get
D3 Plague Bearers. 2.
Okay, and then for the other unit.
That unit up there. 3. Oh, they're probably actually pretty close back to full. They're indeed back up to full.
Right. Alright, now I gotta roll. If I roll equal to or under the current battle round, the Nexus will do some mortal wounds to you.
Alright, so it is battle round 2.
No, you're fine.
Nice. How many mortal wounds does it deal?
1.
Ah, cool. Oh, to every unit within 7?
Every unit within 7.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Let me go for some spells. Glorious Afflictions. I'm going to go ahead and throw that onto the Blade Geist, knowing that they can fall back and still charge.
Right.
So this is looking for a 5.
That's good enough.
Got a 5.
Is that going to stop them from being able to fall back and charge? It probably will, so I'm going to try and stop that. And I do. Alright, so they have full range of movement.
Well, look at you go. Big fella, Sumptuous Pestilence.
Ooh.
Cast on a 6.
Nope.
Didn't work.
Okay.
Would have done D3 mortal wounds to them.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to throw a Mystic Shield on him.
Alrighty.
Unless his unique spell is cooler.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just go for a Plague Wind on 7.
That is a 7. Oh, we'll try and stop it. I got 1 more on bind. I do. Got an 8. No magic for you either.
No magic anywhere.
We're going to move. Or in the move phase, this is all going to move, and then those on the rock are going to move as well. We're going to show you where they end up.
Maybe a little before and after. There's a lot.
And then everything is moved. So we advanced forward. He stayed where he was because he's already just outside of 3. Spawn and Plague Bearers went that way to help out against the Hex Rays. And then both of the Heralds had advanced in this direction to try and get themselves in range to support that big brick of 30 Plague Bearers over there. Oh, and then of course the the Beast Nurgle were advanced forward, and then the Plague Drones came backwards to also support in the back line. Protect the primary objective.
Shooting time. I'm going to give you the Bile.
Bile. 4 shots.
These are going to hit you on 3s.
All right.
Pretty good.
And it might be plus 1 wound with everything, but he already wounds on 2s anyways, right? All right, so we got 3 when he hits. 5-up save on them. They're going to make, none of them. There is a hero within 12 still, and they ignore 1 of that. So 2 of them die. We'll lose you and you, I suppose.
All right, jumping back. I forgot, I am going to use his command ability to be giving this unit plus 1 attacks.
Oh, very nice. All right. That puts Josh down on 1 command point.
Let's try some Death's Heads. 4's to hit. That's pretty good. 3's to wound.
Yeah, the plus 1 is only for the combat phase. So 1 wound. X-rays. 4 up. Hey, they're good.
Let's try some charges. They're going to charge first.
Starting with them, probably needs like a 6 or 7.
Yeah, nothing crazy high.
An 8 will do.
Charge with the Beast of Nurgle.
Beast Nurgle going in. Don't roll double 1. Look at him go. He does impact hits.
Yeah, I can't remember if this is, I think it's on a 2-up.
It is indeed. I think it's D3 mortal wounds as well.
I do believe it is.
And there's going to be 1 mortal wound, and that's just going to kill off that guy because he is not wholly within 12.
Let's charge the big fella in.
Good enough. Good enough. Hey.
Oh. Do mortal wounds. He does.
2. 6s. Ooh, 1 dies. Boop.
Let's send in the Beast.
The Beast. Extra. Oh wait, he is in. That's impact hits as well. Maybe. Yes, and it's going to be 1. 6. No, 1 more death. Boop. Actually, no, he's one of the important ones. More like bloop. Go back up there, buddy.
Send this Beast in.
Charging. A 3.
Nice, not it.
You could re-roll it if you want to. Oh, he has no hero nearby.
No, there isn't. Alright, let's go for keeping a little count. I'm going to give this unit an additional plus 1 attack.
Of course.
From the Spoilpox Scrivener.
And I assume the other guy would do the same thing.
The other one, the Bilepiper can give them an extra attack, but he could also do the 6s or more wounds, which I think holds some value here.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So, you know what the heck? I'll give that a whirl.
Yep. Targeting the Plague Bearers.
Let's just go for swings then.
Alrighty.
I think mostly everybody that can attack.
Oh, we're just going to fight with the middle, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to just fight in the middle first, get that over with.
Yeah. fact, before any swings, these guys will all out defense on the Blade Geist Revenants. I'll go down to 1 command point. Putting swings in the Chain Rasport first. Here they all are, a bunch of them. They have 3 attacks each right now because of the command ability and
there should be one more in here, so I'm gonna reroll one of these.
Alrighty.
I'm looking for 4s, but really looking for 6s.
And then 1 reroll.
Ah, no. Show me 2s to wound.
And that is going to be 5s for these. Okay, not bad. It looks pretty average-ish. Should have got about 6, and I got about 5. It was 17, not exactly 6. So then that's the amount of Deathless Spirits I've got to do, plus the 6 from the Mortal Wounds earlier. Quite a bit. The Spirits love them. Prevents 1. So that should be the unit, actually. 5, 10, 15, 17. I think that's exactly the unit. Yeah, because 3 were dead. Goodbye, ghosties.
Are you proud of me, Grandpa Nurgle?
He did it.
Killed the thing.
We have more attacks into the Chain Ghast and the Blade Geist Revenants as well.
So Blade Geist Revenants.
4s to hit them.
Whoa, take mortal wounds, though. And, well, some saves.
12 saves on top of the mortal wounds to come. I do have hollow defense. Save maybe 1 guy. We have 4 Thistles, 11 Deathless Spirits to do. And, hooah, I make 3 of them. So that's 8. Oh, I think I got a couple left. Right?
They go on 5s, right?
9. Oh yeah, that's right, 1 more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 2 guys left. 2 ghosties! Oh boy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 3 attacks into the Chain Gas, because there's just the 1 guy there. 4s, but we got a mortal wound. And that's in addition to, so 2? No. So 1 mortal wound, I do not ignore it, so 1 of them takes a wound. Down to 1. Alright, so it's my pick. Well, the most logical one is the Hex Rays in the back. It will go, like this guy's able to go there. And that's pretty much it. We're going to put, these 2 are not attacking. This one's attacking the drones, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacking the Plague Bearers out front. Alright, into the the Plague Bearers. 4s to hit, 6s are mortal wounds. We have a couple mortal wounds, and a few misses there. And these are 3s to wound. And that's 3 saves so far, but I might as well do the horses. 4s. Ooh, 5s? Nada.
5 up saves.
Ooh, we fail 1, and then that plus the mortal wounds is 3
There's
of them.
3 mortal wounds?
Yeah.
So we got 4 there. Am I resilient?
Only somewhat. 2 get cut down, and then I got the 1 Hex Wraith attacking the drone. He just takes a mortal wound, and then the horse hits him once and doesn't wound. So just 1 mortal wound on a drone. I got resilience. 1 damage. Taking on that guy out front. And that's it for their attacks. You may pick now. Go ahead and do the Great Unclean one.
See if we can't give you the flail. 3s to hit.
Good start.
2s to wound.
Good follow-up. 5s to save. Making only the 1. That's 4 damage so far. There's 2 per. And then we have the bell. Thwomping with the bell. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep. 4s with the bell.
Good old bell. Hey, average hits. Not bad. Should be 2s, I assume.
The bell is now on 2s, yeah.
All
2
right.
wounding hits.
2 more 5-ups. Making 1, so 1 more. And then we have the Nurglings.
Yes, 3 attacks from the host of Nurglings. They're really not pulling their weight. I got 2 hits, though. 4s to wound. No.
Okay. Well, I got Deathless Spirits. 6s. Ooh. 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, no. That guy doesn't matter. Yeah. If all 5 died, could have stopped that beast. But that's okay. The beast, I hope, will not do much. That's my pick. These are the only guys that really make sense to go. I am going to opt to not pile in with them, and these 2 are just going to attack the beast and Nurgle. They're not going to attack the Great Unclean one. Too risky. Minus an aura, so I'll attack the beast anyways, but I'm still not going to pile in. That's a mortal wound on me, if I recall.
It is.
And I wonder if I may reroll failed hit rolls. I'll opt to not reroll that 3. And these wound on, not rerolling. So 2 wounds, no rend. Oh.
5 up.
Resilience.
5 up.
1 damage. Take a mortal wound. I do. Oh, we'll lose the Dread Warden. We don't care about him. Beast is up next. Let's see if the beast can take out these 3.
Let's give you the Fanged Maw on 4s.
All right.
Okay, 2s to wound now.
Oh,
2 wounding hits.
5-ups.
2 damage apiece.
Oh, that's one I didn't want to get through. And you got them. They're dead. Oh, my plans. You kind of need if you want to do this properly, guys, you do need 30 or 40 of them. 20 just doesn't seem to be enough. We're going to go ahead and attack now with the Bladegeist Revenants, I suppose. They only have 4 attacks right now. They're -1 to hit, but they do reroll the 1s. So we hit with all of them, and we wound with all of them as well, because we're near the Guardian of Souls.
Alright, it is I who shall bear the plagues.
Very nice. Reroll. Hey, resilience. Very nice.
Yes.
No damage.
Let's get you in there, fella.
He's piling in because he charged, and he is good to swing.
Fanged Maw.
All right.
That's not a great start. 2 to wound.
Save. We're not good. How much damage?
2 damage.
So far. We take 1 so far.
Okay. D6 on the tongue for 3 attacks. 4s. 2s.
Oh, fail. Damage
Only
2.
1 damage.
1 damage. Ugh. I take that. So I kill the horse. Who's you? These guys are next. They'll attack. Still only 4 attacks each, so 8 attacks in total with the Chain Ghast. 5s to hit, I'll remember. Rerolling the 1s for the Spirit Torment nearby. And we have 4 hits, and these wound on, I think, 2s. Yeah, definitely 2, so 3 wounding hits, you ignore the rend. 5 up, rerolling the 1. And then, disgusting resilience. Oh, I take out 2.
Yeah.
Plague drones have piled in, they're ready to swing.
Yeah, they're getting Locust Contagion, add 1 to the attack characteristics of the weapons.
If they're near a
close
hero.
to a friendly hero.
Alright.
So this is the swords.
4s. We got a couple hits. And 2s. And that's a wound. 4 up. We're okay.
Alright. That should be 6 attacks with my proboscis.
Proboscises, the bugs, the demonic bugs.
These are 3s to hit.
Alright.
Then 3s to wound.
Is it only 4s normally?
It's only 4s normally.
Oh, okay. And we save all but 1, and that's the 1 damage, so we don't ignore it. We take 1. That Hex Wraith over there. I'm just going to leave it over here. I can't quite get there. Venomous Stings. Alright, they got Stingers. 4? Are these 4s, if I recall?
4s, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, sick. Love those guys.
Awesome.
Harold is in. Hey, buddy.
3s to hit. 2s to wound.
4 up save. Making 1, failing the other. Is it D3?
D3, yeah.
D3 damage. It's 3. I got 2 dice in my hand, and I take 3 damage. That does kill off 2 horses. We'll kill you. Oh, jeez. There we go. You, and then we'll pull you as well. Thank you. That should be it.
That's all my stuffs.
All right, so in the beginning of the Battle Shock phase, he's going to bring back D3 Bladegeist Revenants for 2. We'll go up to 4. All right, there we go. And there. An actual Battle Shocks. Well, you were very efficient. You wiped out the Spirit Chain Passport, so I don't have any, but you might heal some dudes.
Here.
No. They didn't lose enough to run away either.
Running, yeah.
And then
over there?
Big squad. Oh, there it is. Not much of a concern. I don't really plan on killing them. They can just have that objective now. That's okay. Just getting the 2 back there. Okay, well, we are done the Battle Shock. It's scoring. You now have 4 points, 5 points on your turn. Okay, the score is now 10-6 for the Nighthaunt. The potential double turn for Nurgle would be devastating. I'm going to roll a 2. Ooh. Ooh, 5. Okay, well, yeah, it makes sense for Nurgle to take the double turn and probably just go for the wind that would push it over the edge. I don't have a whole lot left to hold with, and that would be able to be cleared out. That could be tied up in combat, and then these guys would eventually make their way back there. Yeah, so yeah, we'll concede there, and we're going to go into a prolonged post-game chat to kind of describe what my plan would have been had I got to go and gone first there. Because there was a chance I would have gotten a lot of points again and just stayed ahead. And then I would have started the evasion step of the Nighthaunt gameplay where I just run away, to all the 4 corners, and then just commit to whatever points I can get. Thanks so much for checking out this battle report, everyone. Paired with it in the MiniWarGaming vault is 2,000 points of Nighthaunt up against Clan Scryer Skaven. It'll be Luka versus Josh. You can check this game out by clicking the link down below and getting yourself a 7-day free trial to the vault, where you'll have access to that battle report, as well as many other Age of Sigmar battle reports to go along with it. Enjoy the postgame. So the goal here on my turn, had I had one, would have been, I think I would have repositioned them a little bit back here, and I would have fallen back with them, and I would have charged this guy here to kind of make them all stuck over there and not super useful, and so that they couldn't retaliate and charge over here. Yeah. And then Riken, I don't know what Riken would have done, nothing crazy important. I would have tried a Spectral Lure on them. I don't know if it would have worked. If it works or if it doesn't work, that's great, that's fine. More importantly, these guys are going to fall back from combat, deal some mortal wounds to them as they fly over. I also get D3 of them back.
I would have, getting D3 back would have been rough. You would have taken some mortal wounds maybe on the way out.
That's true, yeah. Because, that's when he retreats.
I think it's also when enemies. But
is it me too? Okay, I could be wrong. I remember it's when he retreats, but it could also be when I retreat.
Oh, maybe it is just when I do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because
he makes a retreat move.
Yeah, because he can retreat and charge.
Never mind, I read it wrong.
So I would have gotten 3 of them back, gone back up to 8. They would have ran over there, and then these guys would have come to this position and then charged into them, and then I would have retaken this objective. That would have given me another 4 points, assuming I killed them. But I mean, that altogether should kill that pretty easily. This I would have just ignored and that you had your 2 points and avoided this. In fact, these guys were going to run up on top of here, so they couldn't get caught. And then if you ever left this, then they would have just flown down with 2 models.
Yeah, because I was just going to summon some Plague Bears over there.
Yeah, that would have worked too. Yeah, so that's another reason I wanted to go up here, just so to make the summoning a little bit harder over here.
And then because even if you had taken your turn, I
yeah,
probably would have summoned, or I could have went after this.
Yeah, it would have been that. I would have had to start screening with them a little bit to delay them getting that for a couple turns. And if I could threaten this and then kind of tie them up over here, I would never get that objective back. But I think taking that and then threatening this and controlling that for a couple more turns would have given the Nighthaunt the win. But on this turn, there's too much momentum for the Nurgle. You can mess up my plans by moving over here and charging them and tying them up. And then I also lose the extra attack when they're tied up there. And this could clean all this up before I have a chance to really reposition and maneuver. Right. Yeah, so that would all be dead too.
Yeah, even if you had a little bit of offense. Like, looking at this realistically, I knew that sending him on the flank was kind of a bad idea, but I went for it.
Well, what was really...
if I had managed to have him middle, when you're swinging at my stuff, if you're wholly within... If he's wholly within 12, I think, of the unit you're swinging at, your 6s to hit do mortal wounds back to you, which is just kind of hilarious. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely I should have had in the middle, but I kind of deployed poorly, so I sent him that way.
Anyway, it worked out. He was able to take this flank. You need something to take this flank, right? So it was like, I liked it. This is actually, I didn't mind this one over here. He did better than I was hoping he would. What
the drones probably should have won.
Oh, you know what really screwed me over was that Spectral Lure failing, because I could have got them back up to 20.
Yeah, that would have made a difference.
And now I know you have a deny, but I could have gotten like 8, 11 back, and that would have been brought back up to full. And had they survived, had I even had a couple models left, I would inspire them and run and retreat them back here to put more pressure on the objective. It would have been a lot of Nighthaunt evasion. That would have been the hope.
Yeah. So, I mean, some of the talking point stuff, just to kind of go through it real quick. Obviously, I mean, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Trying to play it the best I can. So.
You know what? It was a good showing for Nurgle. Like you constantly got the ones to bring models back. You made excellent saves and excellent discuss and resilient rolls.
Excuse me, yeah. Well, I want to talk about that because the Scrivener realizing that he can give them +1 to their save.
Yeah, it is really good.
It's so cool. 3 up rerolling ones.
The idea of the list.
5 to ignore after.
The whole
4 up rerolling ones.
The whole Nurgle thing is just they don't really do a lot of damage. They can do some damage. Obviously, we've seen some damage over there, but that was like a great example, great position for them to be in. But they want to hold. They just don't die. That's like this guy heals D3 +1. I don't know if this battalion's any good, but it was an easy 1-drop kind of build for Josh to get used to, and it's what I would have played if I was first getting into them to try it out.
With what the studio collection is, this kind of makes sense. I do want to, I mean, like, obviously I'm me, so I want to try the 3 Great and Clean ones.
Sure, yeah. We have 2.
Yeah, we got the forge-rolled one, technically.
He's on a smaller, weirder base, but I don't think people would mind. We also have the very small Great Unclean one, the original metal one on the little square base, who wouldn't be able to make it in, but the 3rd Great Unclean would be a good addition.
I don't know. I'm somewhat tempted just to convert up, or get the one converted up, the tiny one to be on a giant.
Oh, on the big old circular base there?
Put him on the big giant circle base and just have him, I don't know, on a big giant pile of garbage.
Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, he'd be kind of funny and goofy looking.
And then, so looking at the Bilepiper, the other one, obviously didn't use him to the best effect, but he did okay. The 6s to wound, being a mortal wound, super nice. The other ones he can do, he can give the whole unit an extra attack on top of everything else. Or enemy models within 3 of friendly Nurgle demon units wholly within 14 of him cannot finish piling moves closer to a model from that unit than they were at the start of the move.
Yeah, so it's a weird way of messing around with piling in.
Right, which I think is kind of handy-dandy. It's not a part of the game I'm particularly adept at, but this wasn't horrible.
No, I mean, Nurgle is a rough matchup for Nighthaunt. That's why I was okay to play this one against... I wasn't too sure what to play against Josh Learning. I figured, well, they can do a lot of mortal wounds, and they're very durable. I'm not a very strong army. Hit-wise, I'm more mobile than anything. So I figured maybe I just charge your lines, we scrap a little bit, we get to see what your rules do. Maybe I'll get lucky, push through them. I didn't expect to, though. And that didn't work out at all for the Nighthaunt there. They tried, and the Spectral Lure failing kind of sucked too. And then the double turn was the nail in the coffin. And that was kind of what happened to the poor ghosty boys. There's some potential though. I do like to see the nice new rules that the Heralds had over here to showcase that and see what they can do to Plague Bearers to actually give them some hitting power. I would say these guys are pretty important to have in most Nurgle Demon lists. I don't maybe always bring.
Definitely, yeah. Multiples seems kind of suspect. I don't know if we have the multiples, but if a unit's ever affected by more than one, they get nothing.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So we only have one of each of these.
Oh, that's tragic.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, because looking at this, because the upvoted comments was this, and then Skaven. So I'm going to be picking up those two armies and trying to expand out the studio collection a little bit on both of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me know, folks. What are you playing for these Nurgle smelly boys? And
there's the one detachment I do like that's from Techless is
one new one.
It's the new one, so it's like a couple Plague Bearer units, and I think it's both of those characters there. So I would honestly just run two of those. I'd run, or maybe I would just actually run that, and I would max out the Plague Bearers. I would just have giant units of Plague Bearers, and then followed by a pair of these guys.
So the Invidium Plague Host. No, the Bilepiper and the Scrivener are unique named characters.
So you can only bring one of those, eh? Well, that's fine. You only bring one of those. That's perfectly fine. And then you make them both 30-man squads, and you walk up the two flanks of the board. And then you probably just have a third 30-man squad walking up the middle with like a great unclean one.
Yeah, we do need to get some more Plague Bearers.
Yeah. Or we have the small 25mm base ones.
So we need to get some more Plague Bearers.
Yeah.
I'm not using wrong size bases.
Yeah.
Except for that guy.
There's one guy there. Yeah, because we're missing the 30th
I blame
Plague Bearer there. It could very well be him, yeah. The Plague Drones, I think, are wholeheartedly pretty bad.
Yeah, the Plague Drones seem pretty awful. I don't really get the point of them. I know that there's certain lists that run them better, like there's certain Plague Hosts or whatever they're called.
Right.
They can make use of them, but I think you're going super heavy into that.
Yeah. I think the Nurgle Demons here really got to show they're probably one of the hardier armies. They just kind of sit there and they just take hits. They don't. They can dish it back. It's true Nurgle. I like it. I like seeing it. True Nurgle. I'm not a fan of demons. I never have been. Probably never will be. I've always liked mortals more, but I like seeing them. I like seeing things work.
Well, you can keep the mortal side, and I'll try to play the demon side.
Very well. I haven't played the mortal side in a while either. To be quite fair, I've been playing mostly just death recently.
Yeah, because I was surprised when this got the most upvotes. I thought Luka played that army, but hey.
No, I haven't touched the army in probably half a year now. Maybe a little more recently, but it's been a few months at least. I'd say so. Yeah.
Well, folks, that's what we got for you.
Yeah, that was it was, I guess maybe an abrupt end, but you guys get the idea. It would have been pretty sad for the Nighthaunt at that point. It'd just be a lot more dice rolling for the more clear effect that all I would have left is like that. Actually, I'd probably only just really have that left, and this would be tied up, and it would be the sad, unfortunate loss for the ghosts. But hey, Nurgle gets through the pass, the haunted pass that the Nighthaunt were protecting. And that is it for this game, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Leave some feedback down below for Josh. If he's going to continue playing Nurgle Demons, there's probably a lot of good insight there, and or at least a lot more insight from more experienced players. Like I said, I don't know anything about Nurgle Demons. Josh knows even less. Well, he knows more now.
They're green.
They're green. Yeah, they have synergistic demonic rules, which I guess we both expect. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and happy wargaming.